Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a review to do for you on a new Olight flashlight. So this is the Prowess, and this one's really cool, very interesting, and very good at a certain thing. Actually, two things, because it has two functions. If you didn't notice right away, it has this sort of light underneath wrapped around, and then it also has these 6 LEDs right here. Really cool setup on this flashlight, and basically it has 2 lights that you can utilize. The one up here that is a very floody light, and then the one down here that is basically a lantern, which is just awesome. You have one button to operate both other than the slider switch. And it comes with some cool stuff as well. So we can get into it. I'll show you guys the box because I know that some of you probably want the specs on here. So real quick, this is the Olight Prowess. They say 5,000 max lumens, 245 meters of throw. And then here's just some, information. It comes with this guy right here, so you can pop the sheath onto it, which it also comes with, and then you can magnetize. You can 3M this to a wall or whatever you want, and then that way you can easily get your light on and off the wall, but you also have a stationary spot for it, which is really cool. Now, unlike the Seeker 4, which, man, I was trying to find it. I guess my kid must have taken it at some point and put it somewhere. I can't find it. I wanted to show you just to compare because they're similar in my opinion. The Seeker 4 came with a sheath like this that had a charging port in it. And this one doesn't have that. It has something even cooler in my opinion. So it does come with this, and it comes with one of these so you can mount it to the wall. It comes with a cable. Comes with an instruction manual, a bunch of other stuff to help you make sure that you're able to get it on the wall or the table, which is the cool thing I was getting at here. So let's just get this all tucked back in. Whoever does this as their job is absolutely incredible at it, because sometimes it's a real pain in the butt. Here's your numbers in case you want those. So your high is 1200 lumens, okay? So yes, it gets 5,000 lumens, but that's for 3 minutes. And then it's gonna go to high, which high can run for 150 minutes, and then drop to 300 for 30 more minutes. So that's the one I would look at, 1200 lumens, 150 minutes. That's really good in terms of runtime and lumens. If you, put those two things together, 120 meters of throw, right? Yeah, sure, 245 on 5,000 lumens, but again, 3 minutes. So you take that however you want, but here's all the info. That's the main light, and then you have the backlight, or that sort of lantern light. And looks like it's at 800 on turbo. But of course, you're looking at more like 600 and 135 minutes, which is, again, very good. So it has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in there. And yeah, so I showed you that. The cool base is this thing right here. I really like this setup, and this has the magnetic charger inside and a plug right here. And then you have options. You can adhesive this piece on like I did, and this is basically a suction cup. So if you have glass or tabletop or even this material, it will stick to most things somewhat. Or you can even use, they give you like a double-sided adhesive, so you can stick this somewhere for good. So you have options, which is cool. And then what you do is you plug it in, and then that will magnetize in, and boom, you're charging and you have a stand. It works excellent. I have this set up right now in my garage. So on my little work desk in my garage, I have this plugged in and suction to the wood top, and then I have this sitting there, and when I need it, boom, just comes right out one-handed. This will stay stuck to the wood top, and you know, I can use it around the garage, the pool, the yard, whatever, and then pop it back in. Literally the perfect setup in my opinion. It also has this matching pattern to it that you see here on the Prowess. It transfers over to the stand, which is a cool little touch, I think. And I like that sort of pattern. I don't know what you would call it. Shiny checker pattern. Kind of reminds me of the Hank O gunner grip pattern. But yeah, so that's kind of an overview there. You have your battery here. By the way, you can use the regular charging cord. It just doesn't come with one. So if you want to magnetize this to the back like a normal Olight, you can do that. It just doesn't come with the little blue disc. It comes with a cable, but for the stand. There's a magnet on the back, of course, and then you have a big old 21700 cell here. And of course, it's going to be proprietary, so you wouldn't be able to replace that with anything else. But they do sell these batteries, so if you wanted to get an extra or something, you could do that. But that's how you do that. I didn't try to twist. Yeah, that doesn't come off easy. I'm sure you could. If you wanted to mess with everything, you could. And then here is your switch. And starting up front with these beautiful LEDs. I'm not sure if they listed what the LEDs are in here. But I know somebody in the comments is going to know. So please let us know down in the comments. I do have the listing up on my phone. I'll show you in a second. So maybe we'll see there. But otherwise, if somebody wants to let us know, I don't know what they have in here, SFT 40s or whatever they are, somebody can let us know. So if you have the switch pushed up, you are in the regular light mode. You have your battery indicator here, green, yellow, red, of course, usual stuff. And then if you hold the switch does not rotate or anything, it's just a button. If you hold the switch, you will get moonlight mode. It's just like every other Olight you've used. Turn it off, double tap, you're gonna get turbo, right? Hold down for moonlight. It's got all the same functions, lockout, that kind of stuff. So turn on, and then let's go to low. Here's low. And then you have medium, and you have high. And then, of course, back to low, double tap turbo, triple tap strobe. The usual suspects. Here's a look at the LEDs. Maybe you can get a glimpse. When you see the beam shot footage, which will be at the end. Sorry about my voice. It just tends to go at the end of the day here. But if you see the beam shot footage at the end of the video, I do this same thing with moonlight, and you can kind of get a look at the setup of the LEDs. So if you watch that, you should be able to see it. But there are 6 of them. 1 in the center and then 5 surrounding it. Very cool kind of setup, I think. And then you can switch it down, and now you have a lantern down here, basically, and it works in, it ramps. It has a ramping setup. I couldn't remember the word in the beam shot video. So if you hold down, it ramps up, and then it'll blink when it hits top, and then it'll ramp down, and then it'll blink when it hits low. Oh, maybe you have to click again for it to, yeah. But it'll blink at the highest and the lowest, so you know, okay, let go, and it will stay at that high brightness. You can also hold down for a moonlight or low, I guess, and then you can double tap for a turbo or high right from off. So you have those options. But this is really cool because you can stand it on something above you, and then you have that light coming down, nice warm light, more of a lantern setup. But then if you need to go see what's bumping in the night, you have this guy that can pump out 5,000 lumens and burn your hand off if you need it to. I think it's a really unique and cool setup. it's a great idea for a flashlight. And I think it's a pretty sweet light to have, you know, sitting by the back door or to take camping. Kind of functions as two things. If you think about it, if you took this camping, you could pop it into lantern mode at night in the tent. And then when you need to go look at something, boom, you have the other version, which is really nice. So that is the Olight Prowess. Now, this thing is coming in at $139. You can use my discount code LeftyEDC. The link will be down in the description. Up to you if you want to use it, but it'll save you 10% if you use the code LeftyEDC. You can see here, it's $140, takes off $14, and then it's $125.99. They do have some setups where you can get it with other items. So if I pull this up, you'll see here they have it linked with like a multi-tool. So they're giving you like a deal for 10 extra, I guess this one's $30 extra. You get that. If you want to link it up with an arc feld, you know, you can do that. Your choice, but you can obviously just select the main one. As far as I can tell, it only comes in this one color, and the price is $140. Let's see if it'll give us those. It just says high performance LEDs and then warm light LEDs. Let's see. Product details. A lot of times they don't give you the the LEDs, which is unfortunate, but somebody certainly will know in the comments. It's funny how somebody always knows. It's probably in the instruction manual as well, but yeah. So there you go. That is the Prowess. I really like it. I think it's a sick light. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Oh, size-wise, it's very comfortable in the hand. It's a good size light. Here, let me see what, I brought the Baton Pro just to give you a size reference. So you can see there, it is quite a bit bigger than the Baton Pro, which uses an 18650, I believe. So the handles are, you know, almost the same. Well, I guess not the handles. The handle is almost as long as a Baton Pro, slightly longer, and then you have the whole head, obviously. You can look at them in this angle, like this. I don't know if anybody needs these references, but just want to make sure you guys see that. Do I have any other lights that would make sense here? Not really. The only other one I have close is a, what is this? The MSR Lights D4V2 tie. This is with the 18650 body. And again, you can see, right? And then I'm carrying a Hanko full reactor 18350. You can see, it's almost like two of those. Handle thickness, a little bit thicker than that. So anyway, there you go. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Again, the link is down below. Discount code LeftyEDC will take 10% off. And yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this one. Would you utilize both, or do you think having this extra warm light here is just, you know, an add-on you don't need? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on that. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you to Olight for sending this out. They did send this out to me, so take that into consideration. And yeah, love you guys, and I'll catch you later. Peace. Hey guys, Kev here, and I have the new Olight Prowess. So this is their newest flashlight design, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a beam shot, show you the way it works outdoors here. But you would have seen how it functions and everything on the tabletop portion. So I'm out here on my back deck. We're getting it rebuilt right now. It's almost done. There's some, you know, they don't have some of the balusters in, and they're still finishing a couple of things, but it's 5,000 times better than it was when we moved in. So anyway, let me show you how this works. So it has two modes, as you would have seen. It has a regular flood mode, basically, and then it has a sort of lantern mode, which is pretty cool. That's your battery indicator. Obviously, it'll be green, orange, or red, and that is indicated by how much battery you have left. But yeah, anyway, let's get to it. So you can go to moonlight mode. If you just hold down, you're going to get a moonlight mode. And again, this is a very floody light, so I don't need to demonstrate throw, really. It doesn't have much. I think it does state 286 meters, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. But anyway, that is moonlight. You can also go from off to turbo with a double tap. You can go to strobe with a triple tap. And yeah, so let's just start with a low setting. So here is the low setting. And you can see I got a pretty good view here of the deck with that. I think it works pretty well for just getting around. You'd be perfectly fine with this. You get like a center point, and then you get a lot of flood around it because you have a ton of LEDs in there. See if I can look at it. Yeah. So you have 6 LEDs, right? You have one central one and then 5 around it, which is pretty cool. So that gives you sort of like a hot spot, but then it floods around it, and you'll see it more and more as we go brighter. But from right here, I'm like, I don't know, what was this? I think 15 or 17 feet to the pool, so something like that. You can barely see the water, right? You can see it a little better on camera. I can't see shapes or anything really in the water. You can kind of see that vacuum over there, but barely make it out. I probably gave it away, just telling you. So let's switch up. So now you can see the deck a lot clearer. So can I, which is nice. And you can get a better look at the water there. So you can see the vacuum down there. You can see the base. You can kind of see the pattern on the vinyl. It's a lot harder for me to see in person, but on camera, that's what you're able to see there. Let's see, just moving around the deck, you're gonna get yeah, you're gonna get really good light in the immediate vicinity, right? So there's that hot spot again, but you get a lot of spill around it. Here's my sort of temporary spot for the grill while we're working on everything. There's the yard. I can see it pretty clear. It's not all that bright, to be honest. For a comparison, well, let's just go to the, this is going to be your high mode, or I guess your brightest mode, other than turbo. This is the brightest mode that's going to actually stay on for a long time. And that's really good. I mean, I can see basically everything in the yard, right? I can see the full deck. But again, it doesn't have a ton of throw. Like, I'm hitting those trees over there. I'm hitting that tree in the distance there, but I'm not making much out. But it's pretty good. You know, I'm lighting up that tree. I can see the full tree, which is kind of nice to have that much of an area that is covered. So here we can look at the pool a little bit closer. You can see the bottom there. Water is nice and clear, by the way. It's been great so far. Over here is my setup with the pump and the heater I just got, and the filter and everything. And my dog. I don't know what she's doing over there. But let's see. Let's go down now. Oh, wait. So is that another brightness? 1, 2, 3. Weird. I swear. Okay. Let's go to low again. So here's low. And then medium. And then high. So you basically can see the entire pool. So can I, which is kind of cool. Now, if you go to turbo, you can, oh my God, it's like daylight. The whole pool is lit up. The whole backyard, honestly, is lit up at this point. That is crazy. That was insane. So yeah, it's a really good flood light, basically. And then it also has this lantern mode. So from off, this one has a, what do you call it? Where it stages, right? So let me turn it on, I'll show you. So really cool, you get this warm light, and when you hold down, it goes brighter, right? Blinks, and then it goes down. I always forget what that's called, but I think, you get it. Staging, whatever. I can set it down here on one of these caps, just so you can get a good look at it. Really nice. Now, from off, you can hold it, and you'll get the lowest mode, or setting. And from off, if you double tap, you'll get the brightest setting, which is pretty cool. And then you just hold to change it from there. So it's getting lower there. And when it blinks, you can let go and you'll know you're on the lowest mode. So I think this is cool because you could put it up above you, or I guess on a table in front of you, whatever you wanted to do, but you can put it like that, and now you have like a cool lantern here, and we can get it brighter, right? And I mean, it does a pretty good job. That's all coming from that. You know, you can see how far it extends. We can go to the brightest mode, and that's, I mean, that's really bright. I mean, you could use that to sit here and hang out, and you'd be good to go. You know, it gets over to the corner there. So, very cool flashlight. Dual function flashlight. So let me know what you guys think of the Olight Prowess. Thanks for checking it out. Love you guys. Peace.